we're going to the importance of analyzing and evaluating research. So basically, we're talking about the assessment you have to make when you have chosen a topic, when you have chosen your research. The assessment you have to make, that is what evaluation is about here. So when you're assessing, when you're making assessment of your research, it is important to check on the practical issues, the ethical issues, and the theoretical issues. So we're going to take one at a time. Do you get what I'm just saying here now?
What does that mean?
I'm going to explain each one. What I'm saying is that when you talk about evaluation is basically assessing the research methodology. That means the topic you want to research about. So because you have chosen this research, you need to check the practical aspect of it. You have to check the theoretical aspect of it, and you have to check the ethical aspect of it. So we're going to take one at a time. So we start with practical issues. When we talk about the practical issues or practical aspects, we're talking about the time, the money, and the resources needed for that project. It's a project, it's a topic. So where do you want to source, where do you want to get the money from? What are the resources needed for that project? And the time, what's the duration of that project?
That's practical.
That's practical. I think it's clear. So we're talking about the time, the duration, and the resources needed for that project. That is practical issue. I think that's clear. Then we'll go on to the ethical issues. This involves anonymity, confidentiality. We're talking about the aspects of giving your reports without publishing or publicizing the respondent's name or any link that will make the respondents be known. That is anonymity and confidentiality. Making sure that the privacy of the respondents are kept, cannot be linked to them. That is about that. And also the potential risk, the risks that are involved in you, it is participant observation that you're going to use, because you're going to be part of that group. And being part of that group, you might do some unpleasant things. You might be involved in some fracas. So what are those? You have to measure that risk too. It is important. And also the harm that you might cause people, because it involves people. Sociology is about the people. So how is it possible? How is the harm going to cause? What are the damage that is possible in the course of your research? That is about ethical issues. Is it clear? Is it clear, please? Then the last one is a theoretical issue, which is the same as theoretical aspect. We're talking about the kind of approach you want to use. Is it interpretivist approach or positivist approach? So because they are not the same. For positive, it is about quantitative data. And for interpretive, it's about qualitative data. So the kind of approach you want to use, the kind of research you want to use has to be put into consideration too. So when you're making up a research, or when you have a research to do, you need to put into consideration the practical, the theoretical, and the ethical issue that involve that research. That's about that. I think it's clear. So most of the time, all researchers, as a researcher, you would want your research to have both validity and reliability, but it is not possible to obtain validity and reliability. Why? As soon as you try to increase validity, you start losing reliability. If you start increasing your reliability, you start losing validity. I should give an example about that. Right? Do you get the point here? To get validity, accuracy will come based on how you are able to get information that are detailed. But getting information that are detailed, you might not be able to get it every now and then. So that means, yes, you are able to get these details right now, but can you get the same details in the next time? You might not. Maybe the next one, probably you are using participant observation. Then you start thinking about using sample. Using sample, maybe triangulation. Using sample, people might give wrong information about their height, about their age, about these things. As a result, it's not reliable. So if you are thinking about increasing your accuracy, you might start losing out on reliability. So that's the point there. So it's not possible to obtain validity and reliability when it comes to research methodology.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
So now, our evaluation, because it is difficult to obtain validity and reliability at once, it is important for us to evaluate. So what are those things we have to evaluate on? The first thing is validity. So for validity,